It's halftime in my bathroom.
Shave it up!
Hey everybody, Clean Shaver here, and it is Friday once again, which means that I have a review video for you. And today is no ordinary review, actually. And before I forget, there is going to be a giveaway at the end of this video. Details coming, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you follow my channel at all, you know that I'm generally not a fan of cartridge razors, but this one might be changing my mind. This is the Halftime Razor set. The 2-pack comes in a box, like so, and displays like that. Pretty good presentation, I like it. To give you a little closer look at it, this is what it looks like. You've probably seen, if you've been following my Instagram or my Facebook feed, you've probably seen it. It is 2 heads designed to fit ergonomically on your hand and be used all over the body. But let's get a little more into it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go ahead and lather up my head really quick so I can show you, demonstrate the product while I'm talking about it. Hang on just a second. Okay, now that I look like a total doofus, let's go ahead and do this. So I first heard about Halftime Razors when they reached out to me on Instagram. The owner, his name's Walter, reached out to me, and he stood out to me immediately because A, he wasn't some guy from Pakistan that was trying to sell me razors and have me become a vendor, and B, because it was a cartridge. And I mean, it's a somewhat unique design, you might think. And I was really hesitant at first. I told him, I literally flat out told him, I generally don't do cartridges, but I'm willing to give it a shot. He sent me a 2-pack to give it a shot, and well, let's get into that. So to use this razor, first of all, it's designed so you can go boom, 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 boom. Fits very well in your hand. You can go one way and in direction the other way. It works out really well, for me at least. So I go on the top of my head, I go back to front to back, back to front to back, back to front to back, like so. Works out really well. One bit of advice with this razor, I recommend that you rinse it off really often, because anytime you have multiple blades, there's a higher probability of it gunking up, but so just rinse it off and you should be fine. Each head has 6 blades. You can kind of see that. Lots of blades, which, well, let's talk a little bit more about the design, okay? So if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I grade on 4 things for hardware. I grade on design, efficiency, price, and cool factor. So for design, right off the bat when he sent it to me, I wanted to knock it way down because it was like, no, I can't grade a cartridge high. I can't give a high marks for design because but you know what? It works great. The design is very comfortable. It is super lightweight, so if you're a DE shaver or you're used to heavier razors, be really careful with this, because if you put too much weight on it, it'll bite you. In fact, I got a real nasty cut right here on my head. When I first started, I think it was probably my first time trying it actually, it just tore me right apart, but I was pushing down way too hard on it. And so I've learned my lesson since then. Now, sides of the head thing, you can go down, up. At least that's what I do. I'm going to take my glasses off for this. Down, up. Works really well, actually, just holding it like that. Then for the back of my head, I go ahead and put it back on my fingers, but doing it this way, very easy, very efficient. Okay? And it's really designed in such a way that you can use it anywhere on your body. And I can see that being absolutely true. Granted, I don't shave anywhere else on my body, just my head and well, when I shave my face, I shave my face. But I can see that being true for, he designed it with bodybuilders, swimmers, ladies in mind, where they can shave just about anywhere by really easily, which I gotta hand it to him. That's a genius idea to make it really ergonomically friendly and easy to use. As you can see, really very simple. Like I said, rinse it often and it'll serve you well. So for design, I decided to give it a 9. Now I knocked it down a little bit. I really do like the design of it, the feel of it, how it works. I decided to knock it down a little bit because I don't like 6 blades. I wish it was like 2. But I also can't argue with the results. My head stays smoother longer when I use this razor. That doesn't mean I won't use DE razors again, because I'm still a big fan of DEs or single edges or whatever. I still like that. But if I'm in need of a quick head shave, man, this thing works really well. And surprisingly, I haven't had any issues with razor bumps, which I usually do with cartridge razors. So that's remarkable for me. I think this is going to be a big hit with head shavers. Like I said, not a replacement for a double edge, single edge, straight edge, whatever. But for head shavers, and especially if you're wanting to shave other parts of your body and do it quickly, man, yeah, makes total sense. So let's get into the rest of it. Efficiency. I gave it a 9 as well. Now, it's 6 blades, so it has a lot going for it as far as efficiency is concerned. But I also did want to knock it down a little bit because of that cut on my head. There's a learning curve to it, and so I didn't feel like it deserved a perfect score. It is very efficient and very easy to use. You can miss spots every now and then, so it's always good to go back and feel and make sure that you didn't miss anything. But as far as efficiency is concerned, it's great. Price. Now, you can get a single half-time razor for $10, or you can get a 2-pack for $14.99, which initially I was like, oh, that seems really pricey, but these things actually are designed to last about a month or so of regular use, and I've been using this since the beginning of the month. It's almost the end of the month now. No problems. So I can see the value in it, and I'm totally willing to pay that price. Price, I gave it a 9. I think it could probably be a little bit cheaper, but I don't have any problems with it, and so I knocked it down a little bit, but 9. And then, cool factor. Initially, I wanted to knock it, but I really enjoy it, and I think it's actually a cool razor. Like when I showed it to my wife, she was like, oh, that's really cool, actually, really ingenious design, and she wants to use it for herself. She generally doesn't have to shave her legs very often, so she hasn't gotten around to doing it yet. But, I mean, curse of a blonde-haired woman, I guess. But if she thinks it's cool, that gives it high ranks for me. So I gave it a 10, actually. I think it's a really cool razor, and I think it could be a real game changer for a lot of people. So I gave it a 10 there. Now that comes to a total of 37 out of 40, which is a 92.5% or an A minus right there on the line. Really, really surprising for me. I didn't anticipate liking it this much. Like I said, I don't think I'll ever go completely away from double-edged, single-edge razors. I like the feel of that on my head. I like the weight, but in the situation where I want a quick, easy shave, this is really, really helpful, really useful, and I can't knock it. I really enjoy it. So an A minus, it's a great tool, and I highly recommend that you pick one up. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I would be doing a giveaway. I talked with Walter, and he wanted to do this with me, and so I want you guys to tell me in the comments down below, and I'll pick a random winner next week on my video. I'll tell you about that here in just a little bit. But I want you to tell me what part of your body you would shave if you had a half-time razor. Okay? Is it your head? Is it your arms, your armpits? Let's not get too personal. But what would you want to shave or try shaving with this razor? Okay, tell me that down in the comments, and I'll pick a random winner next week when I release my next video, which is the second installment in the Ask the Clean Shaver series. So if you have any questions for me for the next week's video as well, go ahead and put those in the comments as well. So that's the giveaway. We'll be doing that next week. We'll announce the winner. And then in the meantime, if you are interested in picking some of these up right now, you can go to halftimerazors.com, and he's giving me the promo code BODYSHAVER that you can use for 10% off any order that's over $12. So if you want to get a 2-pack, you can use the code BODYSHAVER and save $1.50. Great offer. Thank you, Walter, for allowing me to do that, and thanks for hooking me up with the half-time razor. I'm really excited about this, actually. I've really enjoyed using it, and I think it could be a great tool for a lot of people. I might catch some flack for saying that a cartridge razor was good, but you know what? I enjoyed it. I really like using this. So that's it for my review. Thanks everybody for watching, and thank you, Walter, for hooking me up with the half-time razor. I really do appreciate it, and look forward to continuing to use it, and hope that you all will pick one up as well. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit like, favorite, subscribe. Make sure you hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get notified when I post a new video, which is generally every Friday morning. Find me on all of my social media outlets: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+, Voicebyte, Snapchat, Kick. They're all down in the description below. Find the links for there, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks everybody for watching. Be smooth and shave it up. We'll see you on the next video where you can ask the clean shaver. See ya, everybody.